वासुदेवं देवता मण्डलाखण्डमण्डलं प्रीणयामो वासुदेवं देवता मण्डलाखण्डमण्डलम्.
Srinidhi Acharya is an engineer by profession, but his passion lies elsewhere. He studied with Bhatni Ramchandra Acharya and Ramesh Acharya while pursuing his worldly education, and he is now well versed in both the things. He is working as assistant professor in the Jyoti Institute of Technology, but not limited to the worldly technology. Is well versed in the internal technology also. If we speak about Isha terminology, inner engineering, so it should be a model for the youngsters to study both the things. Should have best of both the worlds. That will help us to have a decent life, but at the same time we should not be sold out to the external world. So we should be pursuing our Adhyatmika Marga. I welcome Srinidhi Acharya.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Vrindavani Madana Martana Rudrahrityam Sadbhi Pravanditapadam Madanabhiramam Vrindara Kendra Marudamsha Sumartitangam Raksho Vidarya Varadam Pranamami Ramam. Uddhirbalam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatutvam cha Hanumat Smaranat Bhavet Kamadhena Rithapurvam Sarvabhishta Phalapradatatha Kalo Vadiraja Shripado Vishtadasatam Kamadhena Rithapurvam Sarvabhishta Phalapradatatha Kalo Vedavedya Shripado Vishtadasatam Shrimato Raghavendrasya Namami Padapankaje Kamita Ashesha Kalyana Kalana Kalpapadapo. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I seek the blessings of senior philosophers and Pandits, Shri Ananda Tirtha Acharya Nagasampigeji and Veeranarayana Acharya ji. Namaskarams to you both. And I seek the blessings of my parents present here. So I am here to talk about Vaishvanara Yajna. Before that, so we need to understand the course outcomes. So whatever the course we do, what is the outcome that we take after the course? That is what we discuss in our engineering courses also. For each and every course, there will be some outcomes. Similarly, I think that this is the course outcome for this particular presentation. The course outcome is, so in Mahabharata Tatpara Nirnaya, Srimad Acharya says that Sarve Vidhi Nishedhaha Syuhu Yetayoreva Kinkaraha. See, whatever we do, nowadays, so there are some instructions that we give to the children, so younger generation, that this needs to be done, do's and don'ts we call it as. This you do, this you don't do, all these restrictions, So with all these restrictions, many people think that they are restricting us very much, eating non-veg, whatever the question is raised the previous talk. So such type of restrictions, why do you want to do? So Srimad Acharya says that Sarve Vidhi Nishedhaha Syuhu Yetayoreva Kinkaraha. So first, the basic thing that we should have to understand is, whatever Veda says, that itself is dharma. Whatever Veda says, that itself is adharma. It is a basic understanding that everybody has to understand. Okay. So with that, he says that all the vidhi or nishedha, whatever is restricted, whatever is instructed in Shastras, so that is avoiding certain foods or actions, should be considered as supporting the main goal of avoiding the forgetfulness of Vishnu. Avoiding the forgetfulness of Vishnu. That is, in other means, remembering the Vishnu. Vismarane should not come. Smarane has to come. If Smarane has to come, we need to understand and we need to follow the restrictions, whatever is told in Shastras. That is a main goal of every human being, whoever is present in the world, every sadhaka, every human being. His main goal is to Vishnu Smarane and avoiding the Vishnu Vismarane. This is the course outcome. Vaishvanara Yajna is also one of the vidhi, and some nishedhas are also there in the Vaishvanara Yajna. So why do you want to follow that? To Vishnu Smarane and avoiding the Vishnu Smarana. This is the course outcome of this particular course. So with this, we'll start. Who is Vaishvanara? First of all, we should understand who is Vaishvanara, because in Narayana Upanishad there is a verse says that Vaishvanaraya vidmahe lilihanaya dhimahi tanno agnih prachodayat. So Agni himself is called as Vaishvanara. The upper layer, if you understand the upper layer of the sentence, Agni himself is called as Vaishvanara. No, it is not true fact. Why? Sarve Vedaha Yatpadam Amananti. Whatever the Veda, all Vedas, you could say, you could give the example of Yajurveda, Samaveda, Rigveda, all Vedas are there to praise Lord Vishnu. It is said by Krishna himself. Vedaisha sarvairahameva vedyaha. So, all Vedas are going to praise Lord Vishnu himself. And then, Vaishvanara, who is Vaishvanara? So, Vaishvanara is Vishnu himself. How do you say that? In Bhagavad Gita itself, Krishna has said that Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. So Vaishvanara is Narayana himself. And supporting to this, Srimad Acharya says that in Gita Tatparya, Saeva Agnisthito Vishnuhu Namana Vaishvanara Sada. So the eternal present in Agni, Narayana Rupa, he himself is Vaishvanara. So with that, we come to the conclusion that Vaishvanara means Vishnu himself. First thing. Second thing with this, how does the Vaishvanara look like? How do you have to think him? While having the food, so how do you have to think him? That is described. So whatever the description, whatever the explanation I am going to give now, okay, everything is already scribed by Srimad Acharya in Aitareya, even in Brihadaranyaka. In Aitareya, there is separate division itself, Vaishvanara division itself, we have a separate chapter, and in Brihadaranyaka also, and if I am wrong, Chandogya. Okay, Chandogya, Aitareya and Brihadaranyaka, Bhashyas, Srimad Acharya explained very clearly. So, all these things are together, all these things are put together in Jammakandi Vajiraj Acharya's Harikathamrita Sara Vyakhyana and even Kamalapajita. So he also has given a wonderful, beautiful explanation about the Vaishvanara Yajna in his commentary to Harikathamrita Sara. So keeping all these documents, I am going to give the lecture. So how does the Vaishvanara look like? Vaishvanara Swarupa. It is not about imagination. Our Shastras doesn't tell about the imagination. The fact, whatever is there, that itself is explained. You please think that there is a mantapa inside your heart. There is a mantapa. Mantapa has doors. Okay. So, 5 doors. How many doors are there? 5 doors are there. So, in this mantapa, Vaishvanara is residing with Ramadevi. You should think like this. Vaishvanara, while having the food, while consuming the food, first you should think about Vaishvanara Swarupa. We have a mantapa in our heart. Okay, in that mantapa, 5 doors are there, and inside the mantapa, Vaishvanara is residing with the Ramadevi. In his head, Vaishvanara's head, heavens, Swarga, Vaishvanara. It means to say that whatever I am going to tell, everything Narayana is giving, Vishnu is Vaishvanara Rupi, Bhagavan is giving the ashraya to all these things. He is not under them. Okay, he is giving ashraya to them. So heaven in his head, in his eyes dwells the sun. In his eyes dwells the sun. Sun is there in the eyes, and in his breath, okay, prana. In his vayu, in his mouth, Ahavaniya Agni. Ahavaniya Agni is present in his mouth, and in his manassu. Mind, I cannot use the word mind. Okay, I will use the word as manassu itself. So in his manassu it is Dakshinagni, and in his heart it is Garhapatyagni. In his chest it is altar, Vedi, you could say the platform. Okay, and the body hair, whatever you think about the hair of the Bhagavan Narayana, it is the dharma. Dharma is there in his body hair, and in his midsection it is vast sky, and in his nabhi, you could say, it is Apanavayu. So it is in his feet, you have the earth. So from the heaven to the earth, the complete Vaishvanara's body is explained in our Shastras. This is how first you think of the mantapa, inside the Mantapa Vaishvanara, how the Vaishvanara is going to look like. You just think about Vaishvanara first before having the food. This is the thing. Next, what do you say? Next thing is, while eating, you do parishechana. You follow that. In the tradition, we follow that. Satyam tvartena parishinchami. Before we know the meaning of this particular mantra, we'll understand an analogy. Jammakandi Vaidaraja Acharya gives an analogy for this particular mantra. Beautiful analogy. What is that? A hungry child, imagine that. A hungry child is sitting and mother is feeding him or her, whatever it is. Mother is feeding a child. At the same time, a father sitting beside the mother, what he is doing? He is avoiding the flies or whatever it is, okay, and other disturbances that should not come into the food. ಒಬ್ಬ ತಂದೆ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ತಾಯಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ತಂದೆ ಆ ಮಗುವಿನ ಆಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಬೀಳದಂತೆ ತಡೆಯೋಕೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, so what happens now? The act of care taking the parents is known, it is very much celebrated in the world. So similarly, during the act of consuming the food, we consume the food, right? There also atindriya. First of all, Hindu Sanatana Dharma says that we should always believe in atindriya padarthas. Namage atindriyada bagge we don't have the what do you say, belief. Okay, atindriya, asuras, demons will try to occupy the food, whatever it is served. Okay, so then what do you do? So to avoid those demons and negative forces, they may steal or defile the sanctity of the food, whatever is served there. That is the reason the major part is father and mother. Okay, major part is father and mother. Now you put the same analogy here also. Satyam tvartena parishinchami. What is satya? Sat, ti, ya. Sat is Vayu, ti is Brahma, ya is Aditya. Okay? Satya. Our parents, okay, while having the food, our father. Inside my father, we should think about Aditya. Inside Aditya, okay, we should think about Vayu. Okay. So inside Vayu, we should think about Narayana. This is Satya. Satyam tvartena parishinchami. Rutena parishinchami. So next, what is Ruta? Ruta is mother, our mother. Inside our mother, we should think about Agni. Inside Agni, it is about Rujudevatas, Vayupada Yogyaha. Te Dhyatavyaha iti Jammakandi Vaidaraja Acharya. Tasmat Kes Martavyaha Rujudevatagal. All Rujudevatas, Vayupada Yogyaha. Antaryami. So inside Rujudevatas, we have to think about Narayana. So our present father, inside them Narayana Swarupi is present in every drop we put surrounding to our plate. Satyam tvartena parishinchami. Every drop, I mean to say that in every drop multiple rupas are present, Narayana rupas are present to avoid, okay, all the disturbances, all the asuras, demons, that they may steal or they may defile the sanctity of the food. That they are preventing, Narayana rupas are preventing. That itself is called as Satyam Tvartena Parishincha. Beautiful concept is there. So it means to say that everybody, why do they have food? Why do they have food? So he says that no, wise individuals means what? Buddhivantaru, Jnanigalu. What do they do? Wise individuals do not consume the food to just nourish their body. ಅವರ ದೇಹವನ್ನು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾಲಿಗೆಯ ರುಚಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ nobody will consume the food. Who are the wise individuals? Other people they will do. Instead, they recognize their parents. That is an important thing. Respecting their parents. Even the Bhojana Yajna gives the important part to the parents. So it is established through the scriptures that meals are appropriate. Already Sri Acharya has said that meals are appropriate only if you consume in the morning and in the night. Only 2 times. The 2 when to have, he says that it is advised that you should consume the food after noon, after the midday. Why? As we expect the Kutapakala. Similarly, we need to expect. If you understand the Raghavendra Vijaya in Raghavendra Swamiji's life history, it is said that Raghavendra Swamiji went to puja, Mudaramadeva puja, at the time of 12 o'clock, the midday. He completes the puja at 1 o'clock. After the 1 o'clock only, food was served. So this is how.
Even Madhvacharya.
Madhvacharya also. Madhvacharya's lineage.
Atmaya Tatakam.
Correct. So after the midday itself, it needs to be consumed. Okay. So thinking it as yajna. This is about the Satyam Tvartena Parashancha. Next is, sorry, I don't have time. Next is Chitrahuti. While putting the Chitrahuti, we say that different traditions are followed. Vijayadasuru says that according to the traditions. Please don't make controversy here. Everything is about the tradition. Yajurveda Sampradaya, Rigveda Sampradaya, or Prantiya Sampradaya. Okay? So Chitraya Namaha. So you don't use Swaha there. Please understand. Namaha. Chitraya Namaha, Chitraguptaya Namaha, Yamaya Namaha, Dharma, Sarvabhutebhyo Namaha. But who is Chitra there? Jammakandi Acharya says that Chitram Devan Amudagadani Ekam Chakshur Mitra Savarunasya Agnehe. According to that, Chitra is Surya. Madhyanika, this mantra will come. Next is Chitragupta. When Surya is not present in the evening, Agni himself replaces Surya. That is the reason. Agni, Chitragupta is Agni, Chitra is Surya. First we have to serve them. Why? Because whatever the papa that we have done, it will be vanished by both these people, Surya and Agni. So Chitraya Namaha, Chitraguptaya Namaha, Yamaya Namaha, Sarvabhutebhyo Namaha. After these 4 ahutis, we need to wash our hands. That we do, that we practice, but we don't know why we are doing all these things. Okay. After we put the Chitrahuti, you could have observed. Okay, we'll put some water and we'll put on them only. Actually, it is washing the hand. Why? Because it is ahuti. After giving the ahuti, we have to wash the hands. That is the procedure that we are going to follow. This is about the Chitrahuti. Next is Amritopastaranamase Swaha. By Tirtha itself, we have to consume that. Not just by water. It is already, everything is explained in Shastras. I am not giving every verse there because time will be consumed. So Amritopastaranam, hey Amrita, hey Narayana, you are the Vastra, okay, to Vayudeva. Vayudeva is present, in the Mantapa. I forgot to tell you, five doors are there, right? Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana Rupadinda, Vayudeva is present there. So for Vayudeva, you are giving the, let Bhagavanta himself, let him be the Vastra for the Vayudeva. After that, Amritapidhanamasi Swaha, Apidhanamasi. First is Upastaranamasi. So he must be the upper Vastra for Vayudeva. After that, upper Vastra, downside. This is about the this is the thing about the 2 mantras. So all these things are over. Next is we should think about Pranagnihotra. Pranagnihotra. Actually, before we start consuming the food, we need to do the sankalpa saying that Pranagnihotre viniyogaha. We should do the pranayama. Everything is already, we are forgetting everything. Pranayama, we should do pranayama. Why should we do the pranayama? Beautifully, I'll just read out the sentences given by Jammakandi Acharya. He says that Nanu Yajamana Patnya Dharyu Hotra Udgatra Pratihatru Prasthatru Pashu Yuparani Darbha Sirku Sruva Vedi Vihartru Mantrashri Chando Daivatya Danganam Yayajuka Abhilashitanam Adarshanat Kratutolyam Kathamiti Chet. How do you say that it is Kratu? Because you don't find any Udgatru, Hotru, Adhvaryu, Patni, and Sruku, Sruva. In the, whatever the yajna you see, you have Sruku and Sruva. Where is Sruku, Sruva while eating the food? How do you say that it is yajna? That is a question that should arise to everybody. So for that he answers, Atra Brumaha. He says that heart itself is the arani. Arani means wood, kattige. Heart itself is arani, fire producing wood. And the mind, I call it as manassu, it itself is kadagolu, rod. Because you could have seen in the traditional yajna, they will produce the agni by swiping. Mathana danda is manassu here in our Vaishvanara Yajna. And the breath, what you take itself is a rope, hagga, rope. And the soul itself is advaryu, priest you could say. And puraka, rechaka, kumbhaka, you should intake. So what do you do that? It is used to kindle the fire. Okay. Next is kumbhaka, because you should stable the fire there. Andre adanna sthiravaagi nilisbekalla, kumbhaka, control the breath there. Next is rechaka. Why do you assist the ritual flow? To assist the ritual flow, you are releasing the air slowly. This is about the pranayama that you do before taking the food. I don't know who is hearing there and the online. Let them follow the thing before taking the food. Let us do the pranayama first, because it will ignite the fire. Kshujitagni Rishihi, it will come, all these things will come there. Anyway, next is role of the deities. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara themselves are Rechaka, Kumbhaka and Puraka Abhimani Devatas. And Ahavani Agni, Rakshanagni and Garhapatya Agni. So these things, Ahavani Agni resides in the mouth, in our mouth. This mouth itself is called as Ahavani Agni. Okay. It takes just 2 minutes to think all these things. It will not consume much time. Before serving, all the people while serving, if you go to Matha, if you are having the food at your home, okay, before serving itself, you could think just in 2 minutes without using the mobile phone. If you just think about this, 2 minutes it will take, hardly. He says that Ahavani Agni, mouth is the Ahavani Agni, Mukhavi Ahavani Agni, Manasya Dakshinagni. Next is heart itself is the Hridayave Garhaspatya Agni. Heart itself is Garhaspatya Agni. And Avasatya and Sapya fire are there at the southern and the northern direction. And Hotru, okay, Hotru is Prana, who invokes the fire. And Apanu is Udgatru. He chants the hymns there. Apanu, you think that? Apana is there. And Vana represents Brahmasthana. While doing yajna, we will keep on Brahmasthana there. It's Vana. And Udana and Samana are Advaryu and Yajamana. Okay, everything is okay. Who is Pashu? Because in yajna, Pashu should be there. And for tying the Pashu, there should be a Yupastambha. Who is Yupa? What is Yupa? Who is Pashu? Our Ahankara itself is Pashu. So, what a beautiful meaning you have in this. If Ahankara itself is Pashu, you are giving Bali that, you are giving Bali, Ahankara itself is Bali. You should not think that this food is not good. This food, I am taking this food, I am consuming that food. These things will not come to your mind itself. This is the ritual, meaning behind this ritual. Okay, Ahankara itself is Pashu. Omkara is Yupa, Yupastambha. And Buddhi itself is Patni. Because Patni is called as Mitra. She advises, right? So Buddhi is Patni, what to take and what not to take. And earth itself is a firewood. And Prushtave Peetha. Okay. Next is Darbhe, Romani Darbhani. And Nalige Jihva Sruku. Mind itself is Sruva. Sruku Sruva is there. Because through Nalige, through tongue itself, you are going to consume, right? This is Sruka. Sruku. So finally, this is about the Vaishvanara Yajna. I mean, this is the concept behind the Yajna. Next, what you take? You consume Pranaya Svaha, Paraya Svaha, Vyana, Udana, Samana, Brahmane Svaha. Again, there are Surya, Chandra, Indra, Agni, Vayu, see 5 Rupas, 5 Devatas, Antaryami, Narayana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Sankarsana, Vasudeva, Narayana Rupas. There is a detailed description in Shastras about that. So this is about the Vaishvanara Yajna's brief introduction. If I continue with the same thing, ultimate realization that everyone should have is, who is the Bhokta and what is Bhogya? This is explained in Upanishad Bhashya by Srimad Acharya. He says that, if I want to read those shlokas, Narayana Aniruddhau tu Bhojya Vastushu Samsthitau Tarpakau Sarvajivanam Tasmat Bhojyau Na Charvyatah. So, Sankarshanascha Pradyumno Tatra Bhoktrushu Samsthitau Bhoktru Shakti Pradataro Bhoktaro Cha Vishvesha. They take and they will make us to take. Who are those? Sankarshana and Pradyumna. They are present in Bhoktru. If we call Atithis to our Graha, we should think that Sankarshana and Pradyumna is present in them. They are eating. Sankarshana and Pradyumna. Who give the strength to them to eat? Sankarshana and Pradyumna themselves. And Narayana Niruddhau are present in Bhojya Vastushu. Whatever is served on the served in those things, Narayana and Aniruddha are present. This is about the Adhyatmika Artha of Bhojana Yajna. Next is, if I want to continue with that, we have some restrictions what to take and what not to take. This may become a controversy because whatever is there is told in Dharma Shastra. Okay, that itself I am explaining. It's not my own words. They say that in Dharma Shastra, garlic, onion, drumstick, we call it as nuggekai, watermelon, kalangadi, and ivigod. Ivigod is tondekai. And bottle gourd.
According to Ayurveda, all these are accepted.
Yes, accepted. Correct. That is the reason I told the course outcome. The course outcome is Vishnu Vismarana should not come.
That's good.
It is not about the health. Okay. See, Acharya also was mentioning diseases may come, whatever the disease may come or may not come, Vishnu Vismarana disease should not come. It is a main intention of every human being. Let that, because diseases will come with our prachina karma, many reasons are there, whatever it is, let them come. But that disease should not come, which should lead to the Vishnu Vismarana. And Vajraja Prabhu, in his Lakshalankara, he says that consuming tondekai is a basic reason which leads with the Vishnu Vismarana, Bimba Phala. It is what he explains in Lakshalankara. Anyway, next is tomato and spinach, radish, gajari, cabbage. See, all these things are restricted. Even many things are there in Smriti Vakyas also. So I have a small description, some of the descriptions. So if you eat, if you consume by all these Adhyatmika Chintana, Ekahuti Pradhanena Koti Yajna Phalam Bhavet. Aita? Dhatushchaiva yat punyam, bhoktushchaiva tu yat phalam, tat phalam samam apnoti, Vishnu sayujyam apnuyat. Much description. Amale, there are some rules to take the Aposhana Jala. Aposhana Jalam Vipraha Punaha Purayate Kare Shramutrena Samam Tattu Pitva Chandrayanam Charit. Once Aposhana is already put in your hand, Tirtha is put, ಅದು ಸೋರೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊತ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರು ಹಾಕೋತಾರೆ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ. ನೀರು ಮಿಶ್ರಣ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. Should not mix water with that. So, Aposharajanam Vipraha Punah Purayate Shramutrena. Shramutrena means dog's urine. Okay, Samam Tattu Pitva Chandrayanam Charit. This is important. Ghrita heenantu yo bhunte narastu ahuti panchake prana apana vyana udana samana. The ghrita tuppa, ghee is very much important in serving the food. Aposhana ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಷಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಏನದು ಘೃತಾಭಿಷೇಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಘೃತಾಭಿಷೇಚನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅಭಿಗಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ದಿ ghee, abhigara, it's very tough. At least if the ghee is not there at your house, let us assume ghee is not there, what do? You think, no?
ಭೋಜನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತೀರ್ಥ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯವೋ? ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ
ಇದೆ, ವಾಕ್ಯ ತರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು, ಇದೆ. ತೀರ್ಥ ಹಾಕಲೇಬೇಕು. ಆಯಿತಾ. ಹಾಗಂತ ಉತ್ತರ ಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ತೀರ್ಥ ಹಾಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದಿದೆ, I don't know how much we follow that. Even at our home we are not following what it is. On Uchishta you should not put ghee while having the food. Some days what I will do, ಸಾರನ್ನ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತುಪ್ಪ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ in between. While having food you should not put the ghee. Uchishta. That is the reason in Alankara Panti. See the tradition, whatever we follow, there is a meaning. In Alankara Panti they will put in donne. Why do they put in donne? You should not be ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು. You should not serve in the middle. ಅದ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀನು ಉಚ್ಚಿಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದು ಉಚ್ಚಿಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು ಉಚ್ಚಿಷ್ಟ. Not following, I accept it. Okay. So this is the thing. Next is grasasesham cha nashniyat pitashesham bibennatu. Whatever we drink to water, after drinking, okay, when you take, you should consume complete what you should put. Okay, just a thing.
You should take only that much of water that you can consume at one
Consume,
time.
yeah, exactly, correct. That's true. And shaka or phala should not bite. All these things needs to be followed. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ಪಿಬೇತ್ ಪಾತ್ರಾಂತರಾತ್. ಸಿ ಉಡುಪಿ ಮಠ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಪಿಬೇತ್ ಪಾತ್ರಾಂತರಾತ್ ವಿಪ್ರೋ ನಾಲಿಖೇರ ಫಲಂ ರಸಂ ಸ ಸುರಾಪೋ ಮಹಾಪಾಪಿರೌರೌ ನರಕಂ. You should not put the coconut water,
Tender coconut water
in a separate vessel, and you should consume. It's not instructed. It's not allowed. Direct consumption
may not be good for the health also.
That I don't know. It might be, sir. So this is about the thing. Next is many people do all these things, you know. Even I may do. What is that? ಶಬ್ದೇನ ಆಪೋಷಣಂ ಪೀತ್ವಾ ಶಬ್ದೇನ ಘೃತಪಾಯಸಂ. ಈ ಟೀ ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಅದು ರುಚಿ ಬರುತ್ತಂತ. ಅದೇನು ರುಚಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಪಾಯಸ ಅಂಡ್ ಘೃತ, ತುಪ್ಪ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಶಬ್ದೇನ ಆಪಹ, ಈವನ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಪಯಸ್ತಕ್ರಂ ಸುರಾಪಾನ ಸಮಂಸ. ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಸುರಾಪ.
Should be no noise while eating.
Correct.
Anything, there should be no noise.
Yes.
It should be completely calm and
Correct, Acharya.
without making others feel disgust. That is most important.
Yes, correct. So paniyam payasam bhaksham ghritam lavanameva cha hastadattam na granhiya tattulyam gomamsa bhaksham. That should be followed actually. Many a times, you know, paniyam payasam bhaksham. In Smrityartha Sagara, I think I remember, Chalare Acharya says about anna also. Even anna should not be served with bare hand. Ghritam lavanameva cha, uppu, lavana and salt and ghee. ಹಸ್ತದತ್ತಂ ನಗ್ರಣ್ಯ ತತ್ತುಲ್ಯಂ ಗೋಮಾಂಸ ಭಕ್ಷಣಂ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಲವಣಂ ಚೈವ ಕ್ಷೀರಂ ಚ ಲವಣಾನ್ವಿತಂ. ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟರ್, ಅದು ಉಪ್ಪು, ಸಾಲ್ಟ್, ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್. ದದಿ ಹಸ್ತೇನ ಮಥಿತಂ. ಅದೊಂದು, ಈ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೈ ಆಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೈಯಿಂದನೇ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋಣ ಅಂತ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ದದಿ ಹಸ್ತೇನ ಮಥಿತಂ ಜೀರ್ಣ ತಕ್ರಮ ಅಪೇಯವತ್ ಅಂತ.
Hygienic points.
Hygienic. Next is ಪಂಚಾರ್ದ್ರೋ ಭೋಜನಂ ಕುರ್ಯಾತ್ ಸಮ್ಯಕ್ ಮೌನ ಸಮನ್ವಿತಃ. It is already told, but there is exception here. Smriti Muktavali Krishnacharya says the exception. What are those ಪಂಚಾರ್ದ್ರ means? ಹಸ್ತವು ಪಾದವು, ಎರಡು ಕೈಗಳು ಎರಡು ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು you should always clean before having them. And it should be ಆರ್ದ್ರ itself. ಅದು ಆರ್ದ್ರ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕಂತದ್ದು, ಒರೆಸ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾಲು ತೊಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ಕೈ ತೊಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಕೈ ಕಾಲು ಒರೆಸ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. Should not, ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ, ವೈಪ್. Should always
wipe and make dry. Should not be dry.
Should not be dried. ಹಸಿ ಇರಬೇಕದು, ಆಯ್ತಾ.
And ಮುಖ also.
ಮುಖ ಪಂಚಾರ್ದ್ರ, 2 hands and 2 legs and. Next is, I was telling some exception there. ನಾವಶ್ಯಂ ಭೋಜನೆ ಮೌನಂ ಕುಟುಂಬಾಶ್ರಮ ವಾಸಿನ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಚೋಪಚಾರ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಭುಂಜತಾಂ ಸಹ ಭೋಜನೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಯು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಮಂಡಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ವಾಚೋಪಚಾರ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಮೌನಂ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತು what is that? Mauna is exception for Gruhopavasa.
Sometimes it may be necessary to speak.
Necessary.
in the-
Whenever it is
entertain the guests.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And that I am telling that Pramana Vakya, Shaka Mula Phalek Ikshuni, even Kappu also. Kappu another English. Sugar cane. Sugar cane, Dantachedena Bhakshanam. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಕ್ರಿಮಿ ಕೇಶಾದಿಭಿಃ ಸಾಕಂ ಪಕ್ವಾನ್ ನ ಭೋಜಯೇತ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೌ ಗ್ರಾಸಾಹ ಮುನೇಃ ಪ್ರೋಕ್ತ. 8 ಬೈಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಫಾರ್ ಯತಿಗಳು ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳು. ಷೋಡಶಾರಣ್ಯವಾಸಿನಃ 16 ಫಾರ್ ಅರಣ್ಯವಾಸಿಗಳು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ನಾವು. ದೇ ಮೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ದ್ವಾತ್ರಿಂಶಶ್ಚ ಗೃಹಸ್ಥಸ್ಯ 32 ಬೈಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗೃಹಸ್ಥ. ಅಮಿತಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರಿಣ. He gives the advantage of that. ದ್ವಾತ್ರಿಂಶತ್ ಗ್ರಾಸಮಶ್ನೀಯಾತ್ ದೀರ್ಘಾಯುರ್ ಜುಜೀವಿಷು. Who wants to live a long life, let them take 32. Why? Because mitaharo bhavetyastu nirujo. He will not get any disease. Katakalmasha. So this is about some of the rituals that we follow, that needs to be followed. Okay. And another important point I missed. Tulasi is also very much important. Tulasi mishratam chanam yodatyat pranapanchake. You should take 5 tulasi while having the pranahuti, even in that morning, the night, both. That is how you will get the count of 18. I'll discuss about that later. Sikthe bhave tasya punyam vidrishataadikam balin drishtva to yo bhunte. You should not see his bali. That is the reason many times many people, after putting the chitrahuti, what they will do, they will just mix it. Somewhere they will do that, they will put some leaves there above chitrahuti. Achade. Okay.
Balim drishtva
to yo bhunte bahirjanu karastatha. Hasate vajate chaiva annam gomamsa bhakshanam. And somewhere I have seen, I have not bought that. You should not see the bali of others also. It is not that my bali should not be seen. Bali should not be seen.
But this is not bali, it is chitrahuti. Ahuti is different and bali is different.
Bali. No. Everything is, because it is bali only, we are washing the hands.
Last one only. Because Chitraguta is Ahuti.
Bali means what? It is bali means a nivedane ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
ಆಹುತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇರೆ, ಬಲಿ ಬೇರೆ.
ಅದೇನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಬಲಿನೇ. ನೀವು ಈಗ ಅಷ್ಟದಿಕ್ಪಾಲಕ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನೆ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ.
ಇದೆ, ನಾವು ನವಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೋಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆಹುತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆದಿತ್ಯ ನವಗ್ರಹ ಬಲಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು. ಬಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ. ಆಹುತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ
ಆಹುತಿ, whatever is put into huta, prahuta and brahmani huta, 3 kinds of things are counted in Ashulayana Grihi Sutra.
Okay.
Huta is whatever is put into fire. That is huta. Prahuta is whatever is put on the water or on the earth. That is prahuta. Bali etc.
ಸರ್ವಭೂತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದು 3 ಇಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇಟ್ಟು
ಸರ್ವಭೂತೆ
ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು
ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ. ಪ್ರಾಣಾಗ್ನಿಹೋತ್ರಸ್ಯ ವಿಧಿಂ ದ್ವಿಜಾ ವೈ ನೈವ ಜಾನತೆ ಭುಂಜತೆ ತು ಅಪಾನೇನ ತೇಷಾಂ ಮುಖಂ ಅಪಾನವತ್. ಮುಖವೇ ಅಪಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಾಣಾಗ್ನಿಹೋತ್ರವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಯದೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿತೌಟ್ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಗ್ನಿಹೋತ್ರ. ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ವೈಶ್ವಾನರ ಯಜ್ಞ. ಒನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಶೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ is about a beautiful topic that is explained by Vajaraja Tirtha in his Lakshalankara. Yatayamam gatarasam putim pariyushatam maya. There he explains that gatarasam. What do you mean by gatarasam? I don't know how to explain it in English. Gatarasam antandre Vajaraja Swamiji says that, and that is followed in Udupi Matsa. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉರುಳಿ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಆ ರಸ ನೀರು ಏನು ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಅನ್ನ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ.
ಅನವಸ್ರಾವಿತ ತಂಡುಲ ಪಕ್ಕೋದನಂ
ಚರುದ ಗಂಜಿಯನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಬಾರ್ದು.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಗಂಜಿಯನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಬಾರ್ದು. ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ತೆಗಿತಾರಲ್ಲ,
ಅದು ಆರನಾಲ ಅಂತ ಆಗತ್ತೆ.
ರಂಗನಾಥ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮಾಡುವ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಹೀಗೆ ಅರವಣೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ
ರಾತ್ರಿ
ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಉರುಳಿ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೇಮ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನ ಅಂತ, ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯವೂ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕುಕ್ಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ನೀರು ಕೆಲವು ಸತಿ ಉಕ್ಕಿ ಚೆಲ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು. ಅಂತೂ ಅದು ಚೆಲ್ಲಬಾರ್ದು, ನೀರು ಚೆಲ್ಲಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗತರಸಂ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇಂಗಬೇಕು. ಹಾಂ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಗತರಸ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇಂಗಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಇಂಗಬೇಕು, ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇಂಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಾದಿರಾಜ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೆಡ್. ಆತಯಾಮ ಗತರಸಂ ಪೂತಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬೆಳ್ಳುಳ್ಳಿ ದುರ್ವಾಸನೆಯುಕ್ತವಾದದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್. If any mistakes are there, please, I request Vidvamsas present here to ಏನಂತ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು. I beg your pardon. So thanks for giving the opportunity, Sri Vaishvanara Acharya ji, the confidence that he has about me. I don't know.
Your English also.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Again, I bow my head to the Vidvamsas present here. Namaskaram to all of you. Thank you so much.